We're already more than halfway through 2026, which is pretty crazy because January only feels like it was 2 months ago. And if you're anything like me, you probably have set a few goals at the beginning of 2026 that haven't gone according to plan. Maybe you spent months telling yourself you'll do it next Monday or you'll do it tomorrow, but you never really get any progress done. Or maybe life just got busy and you haven't been able to make any progress. The good news is that you don't need a whole nother year, you don't need months. You don't need a burst of motivation to get you where you want to be. You still have enough time left in 2026 to completely turn your life around and make significant progress as long as you do the right things. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact steps I would take to reset my life, get back on track with my goals, and make sure the rest of 2026 doesn't slip away. First thing is to reflect on the first 6 months of 2026. What I found helpful is being honest and reflective with your life, figuring out what works, what doesn't, and applying that to the future has been really helpful. If I wasn't honest with myself about what was happening in my life, like if my life was going well, I was in like a rough period where I wasn't making progress. If I wasn't honest with myself, I probably would not be able to move on or correct the mistakes that I might have made. So ask yourself, what worked and what didn't? Stop setting yearly goals. Earlier in 2026, I made this goal that I wanted to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2026. And it's over halfway. And if you look down, I'm only 61 subscribers. And this is pretty rough, so go subscribe right now. I'm not making a ton of progress on it because I don't have a roadmap. When you have a roadmap, you can see exactly what you need to do to get closer to that goal. The problem with these goals is that they're too big and they're too far away that you don't know how to actually go about achieving them. For me, the 1,000 subscriber goal by the end of 2026, I first started and I realized, okay, this is a lot harder than I thought. I can't just go into this blindly. Let me try shorts. Okay, let me see how shorts work. And I tried that. And now I'm experimenting with more things and I'm seeing more growth. I went from like 39 subscribers to 61. I was happy about that. But I see all these people like making insane growth. And I'm like, oh, I really want that. I really want to grow. I made this promise, this goal to myself. I want to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2026. And yeah, so it's not going as well as I thought, but I'm still making progress. Next thing is to pick 3 priorities. Having 3 priorities is kind of like your mini goals, and I usually like to have them in the span of like 2 to 3 months so you can get multiple done and make a lot of progress. The thing about these priority goals is that they're very specific. They're very specific, and that makes it easier to think about it and get it done. So right now, my 3 goals are to get better at YouTube and especially learning how YouTube works, going to the gym consistently, and being stronger, like stronger in the gym, stronger in life. That's like my goal. Like another thing is focusing on keystone habits. So keystone habits are basically a habit that when you achieve that, it kind of spirals down into other habits. A great example of a keystone habit is working out. Working out gives you more happiness. It gives you muscle gain, makes you more confident, gives you more energy. It does all these things for you that are amazing. Let's say you go forward and you set 3 priorities, so like 3 mini goals. Even with that, you also need to work on keystone habits because those are going to help your life so much, right? You're doing a small amount of work with the one habit of going to the gym, but it's going to offer you so many benefits and lead to other habits. So yeah, keystone habits are super important to include. Removing distractions is another thing. Oh my gosh, I cannot tell you. Like, my floor was actually so disgusting. It wasn't disgusting. My floor was like so dirty at the end of the school year because the way it works is like when you get done with the school year, you have a ton of paper, you have a ton of worksheets, you have like a lot of materials. The thing about the end of the school year is you have so much materials. Like you have so much paper, you have so much worksheets. Like your backpack is filled to the brim. It's actually bad. At the end of the year, I had so much stuff on the floor here because I was going through my backpack and getting rid of all the stuff. It was insane. Removing my distractions, which was that, like cleaning up, because that was a big distraction for me. Whenever I'd come in my room, I'd be like, oh, that's all over the floor. Like I need to clean my floor, right? And so the next school year is coming up. I really gotta lock in because I'm taking harder classes this year than last. And so I'm gonna be focused here at my desk and actually be like locked in. Then I'm gonna need a clean work area and a clean room. And so getting rid of distractions is like really going to help because it makes you feel more confident because you're like, okay, I did that. I removed that distraction. And it's also going to make you more motivated to do harder things. Another big thing is weekly review. Get a journal, get a notebook, get whatever you need, and reflect. Like this was with the first point, be honest, self-reflective upon how the week went. If it was what was good, what was bad, worked, what didn't, and figure out if there was like problems with it, and then analyze that and be like, okay, what can I do that is going to make the next week easier? What are like strategies, something I can implement that might make more success next week towards working towards my goals? Weekly review will prevent drifting and help you be more on top of your life. Expect setbacks, right? It goes with the burnout thing. That was a setback for me in my self-improvement journey. It's hard, self-improvement. You're not going to be perfect every day. You're not going to hit all the habits you want to do every day. But what's more important is, despite the bad days, as long as you get back on it the next day and you really attack that day, you really think about it and you be like, okay, I can't let this happen again. And you really fight back, you get back to where you were and you start being more consistent. That's good. Don't confuse that consistency equals perfect, okay? Like, you want to be consistent because you want to do it more often, like daily, but that can also lead to burnout, like I was talking about earlier. So, you have to be careful, but you can't let it happen where you have a bad day and then the next day you're off your game. Bad day, and then a bad day, and a bad day, and a bad day. And so it spirals out of control with bad days. You don't want that to happen. Last thing is, start today. Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait for a month. Start now, because waiting changes nothing. It's not going to get you anywhere. So start today. Start trying to implement these things, and you will become a better version of yourself. See ya.